Hey everyone, it's Bill McCafferty here. Today is Friday, March 20th, 2020. I hope you're having a great week and I hope you're hanging in there, right? Because it's crazy out there. You know, just wishing everybody good thoughts, positive vibes, prayers, all the good stuff during this tough time. Be smart out there. Don't be stubborn. Don't be selfish. This thing's real. COVID-19, coronavirus, that's all we're hearing about right now. I understand sometimes it's actually tough what to believe and what not to believe, but, this thing's here. It's changing everything, business and in life. So hang in there. We're in hibernation mode over at my house, just trying to be smart. I think as a society, if we're smart over the next 30 to 60 days, and we can slow this thing down and make sure our medical facilities aren't overwhelmed, we're going to be okay. But it all starts with us, just like in business and just like in your personal life. Everybody needs to do their share. It's not about you. It's about everybody else right now. So today I just wanted to come on and give episode number 9, a day in the life of an asset manager / note investor. Got a lot of good stuff. We're going to pack it in here. Excited to be on today. Over the last week, things have been crazy in my business. Courts been postponing or canceling foreclosures, sheriff sales, evictions, bankruptcy hearings. There's a lot of moving parts right now. So just had a call yesterday with about 10 big investors in my business from all over the country. We all have different models. We all have different business models, and we're all at different levels in this thing. But we're all in the same business. So we're sharing ideas, concerns, and thoughts about what's going to happen over the next month, 6 months out to a year. Big shout out to the gentleman who put that on, Martin. Great call. Great idea. I know we're going to try to do that maybe bi-weekly or at least monthly. I'm game for it. It's all about putting yourself around the right people, and that's absolutely what that phone call was about yesterday. So one thing that I did to add value to the group yesterday and to build out my processes was I put a spreadsheet together, broken down in state and in county and the different courts on what's going on with cancelizations, with postponements, and just trying to get all the information into one central location. Anything that's too big, I'm putting into a PDF and putting into a zip folder, and I'm sharing that with the group. Anybody that wants that, I think it's a pretty powerful tool. Shoot me an email. That's mortgagepayhelp@gmail.com. Again, mortgagepay, PAYHELP @gmail.com. Once again, I'm looking for feedback, good and bad, on these videos. Comment underneath the video. You can email me. You can inbox me. I'm on YouTube. I'm on LinkedIn. And I'm on Facebook. Trying to add value to the marketplace, trying to educate people. But overall, I'm trying to give everybody real, solid information. There's too much stuff going on out there that's not real. And I'm a real guy, and I'm trying to deliver real good, solid content to you guys. So give me feedback. So let's get rolling on episode number 9, a day in the life of an asset manager / note investor. So like I do every week, we start off with the asset management clients, the asset management portfolio, which is PMR2, People's Mortgage Relief 2. That manages non-performing second mortgages, residential mortgages nationwide. Also have some non-performing first mortgages in there. But my true skill and the majority of the stuff that I work are non-performing residential second mortgage notes. So this portfolio right now, I have 112 notes in there, 112 files. It's made up of 27 different clients. 2 of the clients that I manage stuff for are the bulk of the product. And as you noticed, from episode 1 to now, those files have been going down. I try to keep a steady flow. I'm a product of what's going on in the market. For PMR2 to run well and for me to do what I want to do in life and in business, I need PMR2 to be over 100 files. So, A few years ago, it got down pretty low. Last year, I got hired by two big investors that run funds in my business. Very thankful for the business. And they've given me a lot of product over the last year. So they continue to feed me stuff. So hopefully we can get that number back up a little bit this year. Like I said, I'm at 112. But I'm not real sure where this market's going to go with COVID-19, the coronavirus. I think, we're going to be tested right now on how strong our business model is. A good friend of mine, a mentor of mine that I've known my whole life, said that to me this week. He manages a fund. He's in a different business than me. He's registered with the SEC. He manages public money, does real well. But just like everybody, he's taking a lot of hits right now. He's trying to figure some things out. But what he said to me and will stick to me is, this is going to test your business model and how successful your business model is. He feels like a lot of new people and a lot of unethical people and people that don't have good business models are going to be gone this year. And I definitely feel like that in my business. I've been in this business since 2008. I've seen a lot of people come and I've seen a lot of people go. It's not an easy business, and no business is easy. It's about your business model, it's about your ethics, and it's about doing the right thing and putting yourself in a good position at all times. So one thing I think I'm going to be testing on is, am I cash heavy right now to ride out the next 6 to 12 months? I'm all about putting my capital back into the marketplace to purchase cash flowing assets. And, I chose over the last year to stay put. I'm a buy and hold guy. The market was up high. There was a lot of equity in the market. I probably could get top dollar for some of my assets, but I chose to sit on them because I want the cash flow. I'm going to figure that out over the next 6 to 12 months if that was the right decision, or I should have got a little more cash intensive. I think I'm good, but just some things that I'm pointing out to everybody, and you can reflect on that and think about that in your own life and in your own business. So PMR2, 112 files, brought in one new file this week. New contact with borrowers, 2 this week. Sent both of those borrowers the loss mitigation form. So I sent out 2 of those. Did not receive any loss mit forms this week, which doesn't surprise me because of where the market is. Need to be patient, need to slow things down, and just see what happens over the next 60 days and probably even more than that. I was excited about these. I brought in 5 loan mods this week. So 5 borrowers sent me their loan mod package in. 4 of them were for one particular client, 1 for another client. So that's 5. If you get 5 loan mods processed in a week, that's fantastic. So awesome week right there. Probably one of the best weeks I probably have had process-wise. Also agreed to a short sale. Sent that short sale agreement over. If you remember back on a few episodes ago, we talked about my short sale strategy. Utilized that. They were trying to give us $3,000 on a short sale. We ended up getting $9,000 from them. Well, we will get $9,000, but that's what we agreed on. Definitely going back and forth a little bit, negotiating, standing firm. Just want what's fair with short sales, and we felt that $9K was fair. We would have liked a little more, but some people came off of some of their commissions and profits, and we're getting a deal done. So, shout out to that short sale specialist for working both angles for me, and we're getting that done. So I had 2 foreclosure sales planned this week. One was postponed for 30 days. That was in Michigan. I'm still waiting to hear about what Michigan's going to do with their postponements and cancelizations of stuff. The other one is actually happening today in Ohio. I was surprised at that, but the information I acquired is because the property's vacant, that's why they're allowing sales to go through. They don't want to put anybody in a bad spot or a hardship, but this particular property is vacant. Ohio needs to keep things moving and clean things up, so that is why they're allowing that sale to move forward. I had a total of 5 sales planned over the next month and a half. The other 3 are later on, but they were all postponed out to May and June. So we'll see where they go. As I told you before, in order for the asset management portfolio to be successful, I need to have sale dates, and I need to, use that as my leverage to make people, get things done. Never want the property, just want to resolve it with the homeowner. But sometimes people need a deadline and some motivation to get things done. So we'll see what happens there. I have a feeling PMR2 is going to slow down a little bit deal-wise over the next 60 to 90 days, which is surprising because normally tax return time and right now is the most productive time in the portfolio. So we'll see what happens. We'll weather it. We'll figure it out. One new category that I added, I think you guys will like. I always talk about the good, but want to talk about the bad also. Got wiped on 2 deals this week. And when I say wiped, majority of the time when we get wiped with a non-performing second, the first mortgage forecloses or the borrower files bankruptcy, files the motion to strip our lien. They complete the plan and they get the strip granted and our lien's wiped. They're the 2 ways to really get wiped in the second mortgage space. That happens. In the non-performing second mortgage space, people can tell you whatever they want, but my numbers tell me 1 out of 2 work out normal. The other one, you just need to be smart. Sometimes you get wiped. Sometimes it's a short sale. Sometimes you make business decisions for the portfolio to get out somewhat whole. Sometimes you lose money. I always say it's 1 out of 2 work out. It's easy to process the loan mods and the payoffs and all that stuff, but it's the other 50% that will tell you how well you are in this business and how you can handle this business and how smart you are and how you position yourself. Because that's, like I talked about with that short sale, some investors probably wouldn't have took the 9K. They would have been stubborn and maybe got wiped on that deal. My client, smart, I'm smart. We knew the 9K is what was there. We took it and we're moving forward. I'm not going to elaborate too much on the other one that we got wiped on, but we decided to back off a second and release the lien. Very aggressive attorney on the other side. We didn't do anything wrong, but it's a big client with a big portfolio. Decided we didn't want to go down the path of litigation, and we'll chalk that up as a loss because that's what we do as investors. The ones that don't work out, we just write off at the end of the year. You can write off your cost basis on a deal, which is purchase price, legal fees, servicing fees, any other fees that you have included in your cost basis. Not what the asset's worth, but your cost basis. So that's what's going on in the asset management portfolio. We'll see what happens over the next 60 to 120 days and see what happens. In my own portfolio, People's Debt Relief Solutions, which is my own portfolio, I had a payoff last week. It was actually a discounted payoff on a semi-reperforming loan. Homeowners going through a hardship, was a little behind on everything, taxes, first mortgage. My second reached out to me, said he was going through a divorce, needed a little bit of help. All about helping people. We agreed on a number, didn't get what he fully owed me, but, put him in a good spot. He was able to give me a discounted payoff. I need cash right now to weather the storm, so it was all good for me. Record the reconveyance, satisfy it for him. He's done, and I'm moving on. Buttoned up all my taxes this week. I prepare for taxes all year round. I pay myself monthly out of my S Corp. I pay taxes monthly, both, all 3 feds, state and local. I also pay quarterly, so very prepared for it. Put some money in the HSA, put some money in the IRAs to lower the tax burden. But last night, cut all the checks for that. Was going to wait a little bit, but said, hey, let's just get them paid, get situated, and I'm moving on. So paid all my 2019 taxes and paid my first quarter of 2020. So I feel solid. Feel like I got 2019 wrapped up and in the books, and now I'm moving forward and in a good position for 2020. I have a lot of reperformers in my portfolio. So right now it's going to be reaching out to homeowners and making sure everybody can pay their mortgage if they can't, working with them to put them in a good spot so they can weather the storm. I'm going to be smart here. If they need some relief, I'm going to give them relief. Everybody's going to be different. I know I'm going to continue to pay because I want to pay down all my mortgages and I want to pay down my debt. But but I'm also going to, utilize anything that's put in place to help me stay liquid and stay firm, for the next, like I said, who knows, 2 months, 4 months, 6 months. Everybody's going to be different, and everybody needs to do what's best for them and their family and their business and their life right now. So I wish everybody the best with what's going on. Stay safe, stay strong. Take advantage of this time with your family. Talk about some different things, spend some time with them, play some games. We're doing a 30-day workout together as a family, just trying to, do things that are a little different and stay sane. I mean, it's the unknown is what's got me on the edge a little bit. Just trying to stay focused, and we'll weather this. Just need to be smart. I'm going to wrap up episode number 9, not with a case study, because I feel like I just gave you a lot of different scenarios and information talking about the portfolios and what's going on in the marketplace. But I want to wrap up last week's episode. We talked about buying a note partial or selling a note partial, which is buying or selling a stream of payments on a mortgage note. So I just wanted to discuss the documents on that. I thought that would be a good follow-up since I didn't really do that last week. So when you buy or sell a note partial, the person that owns the mortgage note isn't selling the mortgage note. They're just selling a stream of payments. So they're still going to own the asset. You guys are going to sign a contract, which is called a receivable purchase and sale agreement. It spells out all the terms of what the note investor is buying, and it spells out the terms what the note owner is selling. I also put together what's called a note partial spreadsheet. I take that off of a note partial calculator. I do a little cutting and pasting. I have a spreadsheet for pretty much everything. I'm an Excel guy, man. That's what runs my world. So once again, if anybody needs these documents, shoot me an email, shoot me a message. I'll see what I can do to help you out. But the note partial spreadsheet just spells everything out. It shows where the actual mortgage note is, and when the homeowner makes a payment, what the principal and interest breakdown is and what the loan balance is every month. Because as they pay it down, the loan balance is going to be paid down. But the note partial is separate. The interest and principal is different. Even though it's the same payment, it's going to the investor. His principal and interest is going to be a little different because it's based off the amount of partial that they bought. If the loan balance is 40 grand and they bought a 15 grand loan balance, if they bought a $15,000 partial, their interest and principal payments are going to be based off the $15,000. And every month it'll show the partial being paid down, and it'll show the loan balance being paid down. So if a homeowner actually sells the property or refinances or pays the loan off, it'll actually show the balance that's owed to the note owner, and it'll show the balance that's owed to the investor, the person that bought the partial. It's pretty cool. There's some pretty cool note partial calculators out there. I put it on a spreadsheet for my systems. Also, an investor is going to want to see all the original documents when they buy it. So they're going to want to see the mortgage, the note and the allonges, the assignment chain, maybe the original title insurance policy. They're going to want to see the current workout agreement and the terms. They're probably going to want to see a current credit report. And they're definitely going to want to confirm that the first mortgage is current. So they're going to want to know that information. They're going to want to know a solid, solid value on the property. They're going to want to see the big picture to make sure that they're very secure, since they're doing a very passive investment. And you, as the note seller, the note owner, you want to make sure you supply all this. You want to put a good package together to present to an investor and put them in a good spot and show that you know what you're doing. So that's it for episode number 9, a day in the life of an asset manager / note investor. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, comment, good and bad. Always looking for feedback. Want to interact with people, trying to add value to the marketplace, trying to educate people, and give you real solid deal information of what it looks like on the inside of this business. I've mentioned this before. I definitely am out of my comfort zone with this stuff. But I'm getting better at it, and I feel like I'm delivering good stuff to people. This is a real business. I don't want to portray too much out there, but I want to really give you guys a solid look on a business that I created with the asset management company, a very unique business. I don't know many people that do exactly what I do. And then also in my own portfolio. I've been very blessed and thankful over the last 10 years with this business and just trying to give back. So please reach out to me on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. You got my email address. I'm easy to find. I'll talk to anybody about the business. I also, like I said, I have my education program, Note Fortunes. There's a webinar out there that you can watch. It's a free webinar, or if you're interested and you don't want to look at the webinar, you can go right up to the sign-up page that tells you how much the course is and what the course includes. That's www.notefortunes.com/training-course. Have a great one. Hang in there. Enjoy the time with the family. Be safe. Be smart. And I'll see you next time.